Welcome back to Ben Stone Fishing. Today I'm very excited because I'm doing something that I've been putting off for a number of years, but we are late season tip-up fishing for pike. I'm after my 40-incher. I've been after a 40-inch pike for far too long. I think I've caught one, never measured it, and so I've been eager to get a legit 40-inch fish on the bump board. So we are targeting big pike. It's March. We got frozen smelt, which is just a prime dead bait to use this time of year, but we also got live bait. We're gonna be setting up in the otter, watching a big sucker on the Vexlar Predator camera, and then we're gonna have a dead bait out a ways from the house. But we're on a big weed flat. These fish should be pushing up. It's been really warm. All the snow is melted off the ice. And hopefully we don't have to wait too long until a flag pops. There's giants in here. And yeah, the anticipation's always high when you're targeting a big fish. Fingers crossed today's the day for it. There's a pike right there. There's a pike. Oh, it's a big one. Just been getting all my stuff set up. He's coming in. Oh man, it looks big. I've been getting all my stuff set up. Just moved a tip up and we got our first big pike coming in. First fish moving in right now. Oh, he took it. He took it. All right, sick. Sick. I'm just gonna pull our camera out. It's not a giant, but it's our first fish of the day here. He might have dropped it. I don't know. All right. Well, it's our first fish. Yep, he dropped it. Oh. I don't think it was giant, but it's promising to see our first fish. So we'll get this line back down there, and I mean, he'll probably come back. That's sick. Okay. First fish. He's just doing laps around it. Here he comes. Other fish coming in right now. I don't know if this is a different fish or not. There he goes. He's liking it when I jig it. Pretty sick. He's not big. When he was coming in this way, it looked so wide. And like I said, there's giants in this lake, so that's where my head's at right now. But it's 10:15 in the morning, so you know what? We've only been out here for a short while. He's lingering in the area quite a bit, so I'm sure this fish will bite. Really quick, just want to touch on location because as we get later and later into winter, I think location becomes more and more important when you're targeting big pike. And the reason for that is pike are one of the first fish to spawn when the ice goes out. This is why you get the opportunity to catch some of your biggest pike of the year. And that makes finding location very important because this late ice season period, these fish are staging for spawn. So you really want to kind of hone in on locations where those fish are going to be spawning. So two things to look for are fertile bays that, you know, provide good spawning habitat, or if you have inflows or outflows, you know, rivers, creeks, whatever, coming in or out of a lake. Generally, those areas, number one, they're going to be fertile, but number two, pike like to travel into current when they spawn. So in this particular instance, I'm fishing on Mille Lacs Lake. There are loads and loads of inlets, outlets, channels, and honestly, there's a lot of weeds out there. There's a lot of good weeds in the southern bays. We're just set up on a big weed flat though. And really, it's just you're kind of waiting on those fish to cruise through because I would say with the ice season we've had, we're still a little bit late on that kind of spawning staging period. But as the weather warms up and more, snow melts, more ice melts, more and more of these big females are going to start pushing up into the shallow. So this is something you want to do for yourself. Definitely, check out your maps, do your research, and find a good weed area and put some lines down. Oh, he's coming. not big though. Oh, there's another one coming. This one looks bigger. Nice. Nice. That was sick. That was sick. Well, that was pretty epic. And 2 fish come in. Hopefully you didn't drop it. That'd be kind of a bummer. Oh! I missed him. He didn't have it that good. Darn it. Okay, well, I don't think it was very big. I kind of figured he didn't have it that great. I just came back. Freaking house is gonna blow away. And there's a pike. Well, I just ran to get a false flag. Come back into the house. There's another fish in the house. One of those same fish that just came in like probably 10 minutes ago. So when a fish does come in, it tends to linger around the area quite a bit. So I'm sure if I turn the camera here, I'm sure he's probably, yep, there he is, coming right in. Yeah, I mean, just looking at it. He's just deadlocked with it right now. I think he might grab it here. Looks like he's gonna, yep. Alright, he's got it right where the hooks are, so I'm just gonna tighten up the drag here and just go for it. Got him. Try to keep him pinned right up at the hole, and he's gonna jump out. All right, he's a feisty boy. Chill out. He's waving at the camera. Look at him go. Not quite the giant we're after, but that's still a decent fish. I mean, you can see, just like we were talking, for the size of this fish, he's built pretty good. He's obviously ready to get back in the water. He's ready to go, so we'll get him back down. Beautiful, beautiful pike. You're free. There he goes. The wonderful smell of pike slime. Well, it took a lot longer than I was hoping to, and a lot more bites than I was hoping to, but we're on the board with, I mean, that's not a bad starter fish. Well, as if catching that fish wasn't enough, the smelt flag just popped, so we're gonna go grab that. Hoping that this is a big one. I gotta be careful though, I don't got ice cleats on. Can't tell if it's spinning. I don't know why he would drop it though. I also don't know how long, oh, it's spinning. It's ripping. It's freaking ripping. This thing is burning. Got him. It's not feeling super heavy right now. Oh, it's not terrible. Oh wow, what a gorgeous fish. What a gorgeous pike. Look at the spots on him. All right, fish number 2, not as big as that other fish, but wow, gorgeous fish. We'll get him back in, and the window's on, so I gotta go get my other line set. There she goes. Doesn't look terrible. Took it. He took it. Got him. Hooked up. That's a little bit better than I thought. It didn't look super big to me, but it's actually not a bad fish. Alright. Alright, finally got another fish here. That's a victory. Not a long one, but he's chunky. But these Mille Lacs fish are just, I mean, they're built. This isn't a long fish, but you imagine high 30s or low 40-inch fish that's built like this, and it's going to be an absolute giant. So, nice to get one. We just moved over to these weeds, and we'll get this guy back. So before I get my line back down there, I just want to briefly run over my setup because I'm pretty picky when it comes to tip-up fishing or set line fishing for pike. So the first thing that I look for is a long rod. So this is a 39-inch rod. I typically run between a 38 and a 45-inch rod. So this is the dump truck by Frostbite. I'm rocking the Twilight model. I prefer having a reel seat. I also got a butt job on there. I like having a longer handle on my rod just for more leverage. If I stick this in a rod holder, it sticks out a little further. And I'm also rocking a 2000 size reel. This is the big bore, and I'm running thick braid. So I am targeting, you know, potentially some of the biggest pike of my life. So I've got 20-pound braid on here. One other thing I want to point out about the dump truck is it is a fiberglass rod, which is very important because this thing is super parabolic. So, you know, when I set the hook on these fish and I'm fighting them, that long rod stays loaded that whole time. So, you know, I'm fishing shallow water. If I'm getting big head shakes, I want to keep tension on that fish. If I'm rocking a really short rod, that, you know, blank is going to bounce a lot and give those fish slack. So that's the setup we're running. We're going to get our sucker back down there because, you know, if one's biting, we might be in a window. Oh my God, giant coming in. Giant coming in. Oh, that looks big. This looks like the fish I want. Oh my God. I don't know, it looks huge, but unfortunately I can't get the greatest look because he's just far away. But this looks like it could be the biggest fish I've seen yet. He is, like I said, he's pretty far away. He's kind of moving around now. I don't know, the build on that fish, just it looked different. Unfortunately, he's just swimming away from me now. Bummer. It is encouraging to see, though. It's making me question if I should get a more lively sucker on. I think I might do that. He's in the area, so I should probably do that now, but that definitely looks like the kind of fish, the caliber of fish I'm after. I mean, it looked big. Like I said, he's far away. He is sort of headed in the direction of the smelt, but that's one I'd love to see up close at the very least. I was really hoping he'd come in a little closer than that. Just to close out the video here, I just want to say a huge thank you if you are still watching. And to give a little thanks to you, I'm doing a giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway in the history of my channel. Now seemed like a great time as we're kind of finishing out the ice season. So I'm going to be giving away one of these sick vintage camo Frostbite caps. I've been wearing one of these the entire winter, and it's probably my favorite hat that I own. So if you want to win, just comment below your favorite fish to catch to the ice. And of course, be subscribed, and I'll pick a winner probably in 2 weeks. Gonna plan on doing a lot more giveaways this season, but I figured we'd start it off with one of these sick hats. So appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.